Hello student, very good morning to all of you. How are you? I hope you all are happy, healthy and fine at home. Do you remember what were we discussing yesterday? I think we were discussing about the problem based on spectroscopic problem on UV, IR and PMR. These are the technique. By using these technique, we are solving the problem based on this technique, and these are the advanced technique available to the organic chemist. As we know that each and every technique providing information regarding the structure of the organic compound in some way or other. Some of the technique are easily provide information about part of the organic compound. Let's say, suppose as a UV spectroscopy provides us information regarding carbon-carbon double bond, whether that carbon-carbon double bond in the organic compound present in isolated form or conjugated form. So that type of the information we are getting from ultraviolet spectroscopy, as well as whether the molecule containing diene, triene or polycarbon-carbon double bond. So that type of the information we are getting from it, as well as it also throw the light on stereochemistry of the organic compound, whether there is a cis geometry is present or trans geometry. So that type of the information also we are getting from the ultraviolet spectroscopy. And if you move on to the next spectroscopy, which is IR spectroscopy, what kind of the IR infrared spectroscopy provide us? It provides us information regarding as a functional group. Number of functional groups are present in the organic molecule. Different functional groups are present in the organic compound. For example, carbonyl group, ester group, hydroxy group, nitro group, halides. These are the different amines. These are the different functional groups are present. Within a few minutes and requires a few milligram of the sample, and we are getting the information regarding as a functional group, and which provide us the infrared spectroscopy. By using as a infrared spectroscopy, we can distinguish number of molecule by using this technique. And the second and the not second, that is the third technique, which is PMR spectroscopy, proton magnetic resonance, or sometimes it is referred as a nuclear magnetic resonance or H1NMR spectroscopy. Because why nucleus? Because we are concerning with the nucleus of the proton only, and therefore it is also termed as a proton. And we know that nucleus of the proton containing proton and neutron are electrically neutral, and therefore we are considering with the positively charged, that is a proton. And every organic compound along with that carbon atom, there is a hydrogen atoms are present, and once you know the environment around that proton, we can able to deduce, we can able to determine the complete structure of the organic compound. So these type of the information we are getting, and now the discussion which we are discussing, we are solving the problem, most of the problems, so that you can be familiar, you can easily solve the problem based on UV, IR and the NMR spectroscopy. Let's begin with, because so far I think we have solved 5 problems. Now is the problem number 6. The questions are like this, and we are discussing as a spectroscopic problem based on UV, IR and PMR. Assign structure for the organic compound with the following data. They will provide us the data of UV, IR and the NMR, and from that data, by thinking logically, we can able to predict the correct structure of the organic compound once you know the data. Now problem number 6. First thing is given molecular formula, and from the molecular formula in every case is given. So let's see the molecular formula of the given organic compound is a C4H8. I think that we already solved. Molecular formula C3H7 8 C8 H7 C8 H7N. Molecular formula C8H7N. So which is a molecular formula is given here, and also IR values are given. IR values are 2220 per centimeter, then 1510, then 1620 per centimeter. These are the IR values are given, IR stretching values are given. Then next one is a PMR values are given. PMR, proton magnetic resonance A. Here doublet at 7.2 delta, doublet at 7.2 delta in bracket 2H, that's the given 2H only, and B singlet at 2.4 delta, singlet at 2.4 delta 3H is given. Then doublet at 7.5 delta, then C doublet at 7.5 delta 2H is given, and from that we have to deduce, we have to find out the structure of the given organic compound. Now This is the data provided us. Solve this problem step by step and you will arrive at the, or you will achieve the correct structure of the organic compound. Let's see step by step. First one, first thing, what is the first thing to find out? First thing to find out the site of unsaturation. First one is a SOU, site of unsaturation. How to calculate, how to determine site of unsaturation? As we know that the molecular formula is given C4, not C4, C8H7N, which is a molecular formula given. There are different methods to find out the sites of unsaturation. So most commonly used method we are using here, that is the first method. First one, neglect oxygen or sulfur atom, then replace here, replace nitrogen atom by CH, molecular formula becomes C8H7 plus CH, so is equal to C9H8, which is a molecular formula becomes over here. Now according to the general formula of alkane, CnH2n plus 2, where n equal to, take the number of carbon atom which is shown in the molecular formula, C9H918 plus 220, that is the molecular formula. Now substitute this C9H8, so remains, here is a 12, the 12 figure divided by 2, why 2? I already told you the reason, 2, then answer would be 6. Therefore site of unsaturation means the organic compound which we are going to find out, it must contain 6 carbon-carbon double bond, maybe as a ring, maybe carbon-carbon double bond, or maybe a whatever it is. But it should be, it must have 6 sites of unsaturation, means that compound must contain the site of unsaturation. 6 means it contain as a carbon-carbon double bond, ring, or the triple bond. Now let's move on to the next point. What is the next point? Look at here, IR. The absorption peak, the absorption peak at 2220 per centimeter indicate presence of C triple bond C or C triple bond N. Look at here, the absorption peak at 2220 per centimeter clearly indicate presence of carbon-carbon double bond or the carbon-carbon triple bond group, right? Now let's move on to the next one. Third point we can write here, the absorption, the IR absorption peak or signal at 1510, 1620 per centimeter indicate presence of aromatic carbon carbon double bond which also accounts for four sides of unsaturation. Now move on to the next point, that is the fourth one. Look at here, doublet is already given. The doublet at 7.2 delta corresponding to 2 proton indicate presence of aromatic proton. Presence of aromatic protons. Now move on to the next one. Look at here, singlet. Fifth point, the singlet at 2.4 delta corresponding to 3 protons indicate presence, I am writing here, presence of CH3 group attached to phenyl ring. That's a point which we can discuss here. Now move on to the next point, that is point number 6. Let me write over here. Point number 6 we can write here. Six number, doublet, the doublet at 7.5 delta corresponding to 2 proton indicate presence of aromatic proton. Now by considering, here you can write, by considering all above points, the following structure can be assigned to the given organic compound. So just now you have to join those fragmentation, you will achieve the structure of that unknown compound. Let's see here. this is a compound which I am writing over here, C triple bond N, then there will be a methyl group. Look at this structure carefully. Whether this structure fulfill all the values which are given here, look at here, carbon 8, C, 6, 7 and 8, nitrogen 1 nitrogen, 6 site of unsaturation, look at here, 3 double bond and 1 ring, benzene has a 4, and then carbon nitrogen triple bond has a 2 sides of unsaturation, total becomes as a 6. Now look at aromatic proton, these are the aromatic proton, this also has aromatic proton. These two proton nearer to the electron withdrawing group, they are the same, only one set of protons are there, but these and these, they are nearer to the electron donating group, and therefore they will be, you can call it as a B, and here this is a C. So there are 3 sets of protons are given, 1, 2 and 3, all are 3 are present over here. Now this 7.5 which is more deshielded, which is nearer to the electron withdrawing group, means these are 7.5, 7.5. These two are 7.2 and this is a 7.2 because they are nearer to the electron donating group and therefore they are slightly shielded as compared to this one. And methylene, that is this methyl group which shows as a 2.4 delta values, and that are the values are given over here, and which, and now IR value 2220 per centimeter due to the triple bond region, that is 2220 per centimeter. This is also as a matching over there. So in this way we can solve the problem by using the data which is given. From that it's very easy to find out the correct structure of the organic compound. Now let us move on to the next point which we are going to discuss over here. Next problem, problem number 7 here. So let's solve that problem. Let me clean the board first and then we will solve that problem. Now, the molecular formula which is given here, C4H5O2N. Molecular problem number 7, C4 molecular formula is given, C4H5O2N. This is a molecular formula given, C4H5O2N. Now IR value also given, IR value provided, that is 2250 per centimeter. And now next one, 1715 per centimeter, 1715 per centimeter, IR values are given. Then PMR data also given, PMR data here, PMR A. What is that? Singlet at 3.5 delta, singlet at 2.5 delta corresponding to 2 proton which is given over here, 2 protons, and the B point which is given, singlet at 3.8 delta, singlet at 3.8 delta corresponding to 3 protons, that's value, 3 protons, delta values. Now once again think over it, See, assign structure for the organic compound with the following data. In the data they have given us molecular formula which is C4H5O2n. IR values are given 2250 per centimeter, 1715 per centimeter. PMR data, two signals are given, means there are two sets of proton, that we know that. And look at, count the number of proton atom, here 3 proton, here 2. So total are 5. In the molecular formula, the protons are given 5. It means that it is perfectly matching, means there is no printing mistake at all in this problem. So now do the step as per given. Let us see over here while answering. What is the first thing to do? First thing to do, calculate the site of unsaturation, and you know that how do we calculate the site of unsaturation? Let's begin here. Neglect oxygen and we are following the first method, which is commonly used and very easy, because we are getting as a very accurate result of the sites of unsaturation. That's why we are following that one. So C4H5O2 and N, this is the molecular formula given. After neglect oxygen and replace nitrogen atom by CH, molecular formula becomes C4H5 plus CH, so it becomes C5H6, which is a molecular formula becomes after doing all this replacement or all these changes over here. Now according to general formula of alkane, everybody knows that CnH2n plus 2. Now N, you can take the number of carbon atom which is given after the whatever changes you made, then and then that value you should take here. C5H, 5 into 2, 10 plus 2, 12. So now you minus it, so C5H6. So after subtracting, the value comes 5, C5 get cancel, H12 minus H6 remains as a 6. The value 6 divided by 2, the answer would come 3, and therefore site of unsaturation should be or must be 3. So this is the simplest way to calculate the site of unsaturation by using the commonly used method, and that we know that. Now let us move on to the next point, that is IR value, second one. The absorption peak at 2250 per centimeter indicate presence of carbon-carbon triple bond or carbon-nitrogen triple bond group. Okay, group. Third point, which is what? The absorption band absorption band at 1750 per centimeter indicate presence of what? Presence of ester group. Presence of ester group. Is like this, COOET, or maybe as a R you can write, COOR, ester group. Now is the fourth point, the singlet at 2.5 delta corresponding to two protons indicate presence of CH2 group. No neighbors at all. Now fifth point, singlet at 3.8 delta corresponding to three protons indicate presence of CH3 group. Presence of CH3 group. Okay, that's it. Now, by considering all above points, by considering all above points, the following structure can be assigned. Following structure is assigned to the, by considering all above points, the following structure is assigned to the given organic compound, And what is that? So we can write here CH3O, C double bond O, then CH2, C triple bond N, or this is a ester group which is IR value given 1715 per centimeter, and here the value is a 2250 per centimeter. IR values are perfectly matching. Now singlet, methyl group also has a singlet which is at 3.8 delta, and this is at 2.5 delta methylene protons. So in this way we have solved some of the problem based on that UV, IR and NMR. Remaining problem we will see in the next lecture. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you.